Alright guys, part 2 of my lower body workout. Just finished up squats. In the first part, did hamstrings, calves, hamstrings again, and then squats. Now moving into remaining deadlift. This is written just the, well, you should probably call this technically a stiff leg deficit. On the chair, trying to keep my back straight, stretch out the hamstrings. So this is where I'll be wrapping up my hamstring focused training. But of course there's a lot of glute in this exercise as well. I moved into the rack because, well, that's what gives me my deficit. Not because I want the rack. But I don't do super heavy weight here. Keep the, like always, reps low, rest low, but it's going to be light enough weight that it's not going to be particularly fatigued. I do like this exercise because it's a good way to practice using your glutes and your hams together, and I think it working through such a large range of motion probably helps me develop flexibility, as well as, this is a little bit more technical, but getting that elongation through the eccentric is what facilitates something called series myofibrillar hypertrophy, which is one component of maximum projectile velocity, which is one component of your explosive power, how quickly you can actually move your joints. You know, ooh, it's too much. So, I guess you could call this a little bit of an easier exercise after my crazy squats. But I do like to spend some time moving those muscles through this range of motion. Probably, I think like 3-4 more sets after these 10s. Swap those out for another 25. So that'll put me at 195. I'll just get a couple reps in there. Man, those squats, I don't know if you can tell, but I'm sweating good. Beautiful. It's a good range of motion. This is a great stimulus for the lower back as well. Keeping that tight. Important to be familiar with that so you don't hurt yourself. I'm out of breath. If you didn't see my part 1, you gotta at least go watch me squat, because it's kind of nutty. This is another exercise I stopped doing for a long time, so I'm getting back into the groove today. But like I was saying, I'm adjusting to the volume, and my soreness has been dissipating, so I feel really strong today. It's tempting to just slam on a bunch more weight, but this is still a moderate increase from last session, so I call it good. the other probably most glute-centric exercise I do is going to be my split jumps. But that's more for speed and eccentric as well. Powerlifters are all about ultra slow, strong hips, but I'm not interested in slow. I've seen these world record squat holders. Those guys would be last pick for the basketball team. Man, they're slow. Can't do anything. You like powerlifting. That's what you want to be good at. Go for it. But don't you dare call it functional. Whew. All right, so what's coming up next? I'm gonna do 3 more machines for the thigh. And then after that, I'll head over to the green for some athletic finishers and core. But next on our agenda is going to be leg extensions. And it's taken me a long time to learn to enjoy leg extensions. I feel like I've done them I've done a lot of them without getting any benefit, I think. But I think I'm starting to figure it out. So I'll head over there, see if my favorite guy is available. It is not. Actually, I don't know. No, it's not. So we'll use my second favorite guy. Flop you over here. Set you up. Gotta be flexible in the gym too, because not always gonna have your machine ready to go. So, and now I'm gonna be catching up. We're doing heavyweight maximum fury, so that's right. And keep the wrist low. 60. This machine feels really good today. 90. And I'll take a little break before jumping up to the 220. So that, what did I do? 10 reps. Ready for some heavy weight. Of course, my joints and my quads are plenty warm by now. But it's nice to be able to get things moving quickly. All right, 220. I do like to let the weight hit the bottom and rebound off of that. I feel like it just, I don't really know why, but it feels like a more natural engagement of the quads to me. And that's been working for me. I definitely try to keep them engaged all the way to the top, but I don't hold the top or anything. I definitely try to keep them engaged through the eccentric, but definitely my cue for the drive is right when the weight hits the bottom. 35. Now we got 250. This is going to be the full stack. So I guess that's where I'll be hanging out. But then we got our heavyweight. Gonna get some practice with it in. Boy, is it heavy. I almost feel like I can get a little better engagement if I back off just a little bit. But I'll do at least one more set with the full stack. And ready. One thing I don't like about these machines is the pad they're pushing. It's always slanted one way, so if I can engage in a little bit differently, it's asymmetrical. I guess you can avoid that by doing the isolateral, whatever, where they're split. But then you miss out on bilateral facilitation. And even though the machine makes me asymmetrical, and when I have to use my own skill to keep it symmetrical, it's even worse. Boy, do those get sloppy. So I'll take what I got here. So I dropped 15 pounds. Dropped to 220 again. Like I've been saying, this heavyweight pump feels better to me. Ooh. So go. Getting tight. Building up. Sweating a bunch. One or two more goes on that. Then I'll be good. Oh boy. Making sure that's still going. Yesterday, upper body, my mic died partway through, had to recharge it. So I'm gonna have to finish my upper body filming tomorrow. Okay, I think that's good. Find some wipes. These machines are like a foot apart. Definitely not. Well, I don't know who regulates that garbage, but National Strength and Conditioning Association's manual for strength and conditioning specialists. Where you get to learn everything about the nerds and their gym thoughts. They say it's supposed to be 3 feet apart. This is not, I think that's, safety standards and whatnot. This is not up to standard. But I just think it's annoying. Okay, so next up, these are going to go quick. But we're doing the inner and outer thigh. So, not wasting any time. Start 220 maximum range of motion because you gotta be flexible, guys. Ooh. This is so easy. Like, I don't know. I need to find another way to train adductors because we're gonna have a full stack and just slamming out the reps. Like, what is this? It's a joke. Nah, I'm kidding. It's enough weight that I can work the muscle, for sure. I would like if it was heavier. So this is going to be the full stack here. 295, also 2 5s. So 305, I guess. But yeah, of course, how the machine is built. Not every stack is going to feel the same. But we'll just get some practice in here with the full stack and the full range of motion. And we'll move on. I need some watermelons. Definitely got some power in these adductors. And people may not realize, but the adductors from a flex position actually contribute to extension. So, in other words, they help you squat. Or squat today patterns, leg and stitch variations. Definitely an important muscle, and they're fairly sizable. So don't skimp on them. One, maybe 2 more sets of that. Also, I don't know exactly what's going on. I'm not going to give you information that I'm not sure about, but I feel something working in my lower abs too when I do these. So, especially with how fast I can blaze through these, I think it's worth it to hit it. So 1 more set of 8, and we'll call it good. And that's it. It's right now. Opa. No rest. It's actually fairly difficult. Just what I needed. So I'm gonna hop. Just step over onto the ABD duction now. Let me wipe off the adductor. Boy, am I sweating good. Let's see, how's the view? Looks good. Just wiping this down. Didn't go anywhere. Don't worry, I know you guys miss me when I leave. I have no fear. Alright, throwing this wipe away, and we'll jump into it. ABD duction, right? Pushing the knees out. I also think it's important. It's one of those, just like the adduction. You can slam through these sets really quick, get a decent stimulus. Start 220, grab these 5s. So in certain circles, when the core is discussed, they actually refer not just to the abdominal musculature, but they'll refer to the hip musculature as well. But I think that just lends to the idea that there's a substantial amount of stability that comes from lateral, sagittal, and transverse motion of the hips. And so here, obviously, we're training lateral motion of the hips. Well, technically, where the hips flat, this is transverse plane. Ugh. But that's the same muscles in that sense. Training to push the knees out. Any kind of field work and whatever, you incorporate any lateral component. I think it's important to have those muscles developed. From a bodybuilding perspective, you can skip this. I think it's funny. You see the girls, they do the squat, they lean real forward, right? And they have the band, all that. They're training the glutes. Come on, you have big glutes, you deadlift. But it's kind of silly. But this is gonna hurt. It is a component of the glutes, but just comparing musculature worked here to the musculature worked in the deadlift. If you want big glutes, you deadlift. Like, end of story. Hip thrusts are fun too. All right, yes, but come on. You want big hips, you deadlift. That's the answer. So I got the full stack here now. It's a little more difficult than the full stack on adduction. Probably because I've gone through periods of neglect. But with these muscles, yeah, I'm not training this for bodybuilding purposes. I'm training this for functional purposes. Whew. And I'm starting to feel my quads are still a little burnt from the squats and extensions. It's only getting worse from here though. One more round of those. Call it good. Whew. After this, we'll be done with machines for the day. Finish up with a couple more athletic movements on the green. Then core, mobility, whatnot. But this is the brunt of it right here. Do a quick little 20-second rest. Hammer out a few more. I'll call it good. All right, that's it. Wipe this puppy down. I'll move over. The next exercise is probably the most functional of everything I'll be doing today. Well, no, I take that back. Jumping is always going to be the most functional. I'll talk more about that when I get there. But whatever next is kind of a jump. Back up. Head to the green. Whew. You guys sweating too? Boy, it's good stuff. Making excellent time though. Alright, I'll just set up right here on the end. That'll be good, I think. There's no machine or anything in the frame of reference, so it's always kind of a... Actually, I'm going to go this way. Drop this down. There we go. That'll be good. Now I can see my water bottle. See where you can see me. I'm going to be switching up the dumbbells a lot here. kind of gotta take what we can get. So let's split jump. We'll do a little bounce at the bottom. Show you what it looks like. I'll do 3 on each side. Lovely. You guys see that? I don't know. I'll never know. So we'll just hope that you can. But again, like these, I'm going to keep the rest low. Add some weight, so 15 pounds here. Same thing. I lost count. But anyway, I'm going to grab the 35 now. This is really, it's heavy, but also rapid loading of the quads and the glutes in a lengthened position. This will make you sore quickly. Okay, 35. Lovely. Okay, hopping up to 50 pounds. And boy, are my quads feeling it. Let's see. 50. I don't like how low that camera is. Help you guys up a smidge. There we go. Oh. Okay. Tell you I'm feeling it, but try it for yourself. I'll do probably 2 more sets. That. Oh boy. I love leg day because the adrenaline is so high, but man, if you do it right, the fatigue is there too. How many calories do you think I've burned? Heavy weights, heart's pumping hard for including my warm up and my stretching at the end, about 3 hours. I estimate at least 2,000. I'm going to start collecting the boxes that I'm going to be using for jumping in just a second. Oh. I think these split jumps are probably the last in a heavy breathing, super sweaty exercise. After this, I'm going to be moving into my jumping, and it's such a brief moment of intensity that gives me a chance to cool down a little bit. But, all right, let's see how this goes. Okay, I'm gonna call that good. Grab the rest of these boxes. Oh man, I love my leg day. Just so much work. Been seeing excellent progress in the past few weeks. So this is what I'll be sticking with. And if you're gonna attempt this yourself, well, it's a lot of work, so make sure you eat plenty of food. But I'm gonna switch over to a part 3, just because I think we're coming up on the 30-minute. But catch me there.